Hello there guys, and welcome back to this week's Philetic Talks, and this week we're going over the crafting system. The crafting system looks awesome, it looks different, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to play this short video and we'll get straight into it. It's not really a short video, it's actually 21 minutes long. But as you can probably tell, this video is going to be 21 minutes long. But if you want to see the full video, I'll put the link in the description. But I'm just going to show certain parts of the video probably and talk over the sort of issues and what we're going to expect from the crafting system after this nice fellow dev talks about the key features of the crafting system for me. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so the way that crafting works in our game is that you can have two professions at any point in time you want. There's, I think, 8 different professions that we offer, but at any point in time, like, you can switch, and it remembers, it saves the progress that you were, like, if you went level 50 in weaponsmithing and then you switched over something else, if you switch back, it'll remember you were at level 50 and this is what you knew. So you can just only have 2 that are active at the same time. So for this demo, we gave you a bunch of various material types to kind of play around with it and mess with. And the basic idea is that there's 2 different things that you end up doing. There's what we call discovery, which is basically by taking certain material types, you can try and figure out what types of recipes will be used by combining these options. I wish. The other thing that you can do is that you can actually, like, for things that you've learned, you can craft them. And what it does is it grants you experience along the track. So it's not like I'll make an item and randomly I will get a level or I won't. You'll just earn experience towards the next level, and as you make more and more, you get more, higher and higher. The way that some of the recipes are broken down is there's like a level range that you can learn them. And how best to describe this? Basically, you can discover things that are a little bit higher than what your current level is, so that it has it has value to what you're doing and what you're about to go do. So those are kind of the 2 modes associated with crafting. Crafting will give you a lot of unique skins and utility things like bags that you can either buy or make specifically from your profession. But it's not like the best armor or best weapon in the game will only be from crafting. It's just like if you do it from the crafting, you're going to look more distinctive than other people.
Yeah. Can we just try some?
Yeah. So.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very muchly, Mr. Dev. I shall take over from here. And the video actually does go to mute at the moment, so I thought, why not talk over it and maybe put some music in the background, and that should be sorted. So this video was taken from Gamescom. Obviously at Gamescom the crafting system was all new, it was all, it was like getting tested out right there and then, so you may have already looked up the crafting system and seen a couple of videos on it and what it's all about, but as we know, there are going to be 8 professions in the game, and you can do 2 of these at any one time, much like other MMOs. So how have they changed it from other MMOs then? How have they, made their crafting system unique? Well, other MMOs generally do it so that as you're leveling your crafting system, there is like a set limit on the crafting recipes that you can have. Everyone, say if you take smithing for a crafting profession, everyone smiths the same things, the same recipes in the same order. Whereas Guild Wars 2, they've done it so that your character can experiment with different materials and make different things, and when you discover a new recipe to make by just mixing and matching different materials, then you can just make that item over and over again for as long as you want, and you can continue mixing and matching materials as you go along, and you can actually discover a higher level material or higher level recipe before you've even reached that level, so you've got it there ready for when you do get there. But obviously it's best if you discover the ones at your level so you can level up, but that's what you can do, and that's how they have opened the crafting system to the characters and to you in Guild Wars 2. Also, along the lines of changing it from other MMOs. They have got rid of the whole idea of randomly gaining a level or randomly gaining an upgrade. They have just given you the bog standard experience bar, so that as you get better in crafting, you get better in crafting. you know, as you gain more materials and as you create more recipes, you then obviously become better at it and you can make better items, which just makes sense. And yes, for all of you crafting nerds, people who love to craft and love to just get involved and, you know, get the best out of it, there are going to be 8 professions that you can choose from, and like many other MMOs, you're going to be able to use 2 of these at any one time. But not to worry, if you do want to change your profession, you can just do that on the fly. You can just change around your professions and you don't lose the progress that you've made from your previous profession. So if you gain level 20 in smithing or whatever it would be, then when you switch to alchemy, you wouldn't lose your 20 in smithing. You would keep that, and if you switch back, you can level it further. And yeah, so you can sort of mess around with other professions and pick up where you left off at a later time. So that's about all the information, or all the key information that we've heard from crafting so far. The only other things we can see is from videos like this, where we just watch it and see what outcomes they have, etc. But as far as details, the internet haven't really released much. But a crafting system is pretty simple. I mean, it is, you know, all you need to know really is how are you going to make stuff, and that is how it's going to be done. So the only problem I can see with it is that it might lose its whole uniqueness after a while, because in other games you have a set recipe to make your item, so you know the whole discovery aspect of it isn't there, because you know you have to go out and find this material and you know where to find it, and you can just gather the materials and make the weapon or whatever you're trying to make. But in this, you know, that it has that whole discovery aspect, and that might lose itself in a couple of months when there's just that big wiki up all about crafting. So instead of the information just being in the game saying you need X item and Y item to make Z item, it would just be go to the wiki and find out what items you need to make, you know, the sword you want. But that's only if you choose to. You know, you can play it so you do discover the materials. You know, it's up to you, I suppose, but I guarantee there will be a wiki on crafting, because there's going to be a wiki for absolutely everything to do with Guild Wars 2 when the game comes out. But that's the only problem I can see with it. It does look really fun, it does look really different, and obviously they spent a lot of time onto it, and they can update it a lot more with the whole discovery system. They can, you know, work out how to do new items, and the whole distinctive system where your character would look different with crafted items than it would with normal items, even though they have the same stats and can do the same things. You just look that little bit better from crafting and putting the effort in to actually craft your items. And it kind of makes sense, because I mean, if I went to a seller, or if I went to the auction house, or if I killed a mob and, you know, got its loot, then in the actual real life, you know, if I put in the time and effort to craft my own item, it should look better than from what I would, you know, just acquire from somewhere else, because, you know, it's more personalized, it's crafted by you. So the whole system makes sense, it looks like a lot of fun, and it looks very, very rewarding. And you know, it's just one of those little aspects of a game that makes it that much better. You know, it's one of those things. So I'm really excited for this crafting system, and you know, if you want to watch this full video, the full 21 minutes of it, to see what this guy, you know, mixes and matches and comes up with, then the link is in the description. It is muted the whole way through apart from that start, so you know, you don't get any more information from this video, but I'm sure there's other videos out there where devs are talking over it quite a bit, if you haven't researched that already. But that is going to be it from me, guys, this week. For next week, I would like you guys to leave a comment, if you would, on what you want me to do the Philetic talks about, because it makes it a lot easier for me to, you know, read what you guys want to hear, because I just sort of come out with what I think you guys would want to hear, and you know, different episodes, but I just had the quite, you know, obvious brainwave to just ask you guys what you want to see. So you know, just leave a comment on what my next Philetic talks and what you want it to be, and I'll try to get that out as soon as possible. But Azura, I cannot say that right, so it's so annoying, but the Azura week is coming this week or next week, I'm not too sure. I think it is next week. So after that week I will be doing Philetic talks on the Azura, obviously, because we would have had so much more information. And if there's any more news that pops up, I will obviously do a news roundup on that. But it would be awesome if you guys could tell me what you want in a Philetic talks. It could be anything about Guild Wars 2 at all. Just what do you want to hear more about that I haven't covered already. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're excited for this. And this is going to be Philetic signing out. And, you know, continue to support my channel and all that jazz. So thank you all, and I will see you all later. Also check out my Guild Wars Factions Let's Play if you want to. Bye bye.